There was one time where I wasn't really clear of the concept of a firm and like the diagram. I'm not really sure how to draw it, and she explained it clearly by drawing on the board and then tell us like how it works.
Oh, he always explains like words that we will know in comprehension text, and he also tells us like very useful techniques to help answer the questions, which I found very helpful, and it definitely helped me gain more confidence in like answering comprehension questions in school as well.
He helped us, especially when you don't know difficult math concepts, and he's always able to explain them clearly.
Before my math test, I actually didn't know much about a subject, and I messaged him like in the middle of the night, and he actually helped to handwrite a few notes for me.
So it was after my first test, I did not do very well for the first test, and then he gave me remedial, and from then on my grades for science improved immensely, and I got 92% for the next test.
He always like every time after lesson, then he will have the patience to like stay back after every lesson to like clarify our questions and then explain to us patiently, then clarify any of our doubts and like very clearly.
I had problems doing some questions, but he showed me the ropes and like told and explained the methods very clearly so that the class could understand, including me.
I feel like every time during lesson, he's very open to us asking questions, and then he goes around and like tries to clear up our doubts.
So there was one time after chemistry lessons, actually the both of us didn't know how to do a few things. So he took the time and after class to try to help us with that question.
I think whenever I have like questions or doubts, I always raise it up to Mrs. Neil, and she always reach out to me and ensure that I get the grasp of the concept.
When I like do grading papers, so he'll be like actively asking whether I need help or not, and I'll like sometimes I'll ask him questions and he'll answer properly. So that's like one way to help me improve.
I think it was during English and I scored really low for my comprehension, but my teacher helped to point out my errors and she wrote some feedback for me to improve on, and at the start of every lesson she continuously gave us new tips on how we could improve and what we should take into consideration when we answer the questions.
I think throughout all the lessons, Mr. Lim has managed to very enthusiastically and effectively bring across his point and make GP a wonderful learning experience.
Thanks Teacher Junxie for being so nice and actually being really helpful to teach me math.
Thank you for your patience with our antics.
Yes, I really appreciate you as my geography tutor too, and I think you've really helped me to grasp the knowledge of geography well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for teaching us very well.
And I'm so glad that this video could serve as a conduit for us to express our gratitude for you.
Thank you, Mr. Chris, for helping me this far, and I hope to improve more from your guidance.
Thank you so much, Mr. Feng, for guiding me and advising me all along.
Thank you, Mrs. Neil, for being patient with us and giving us knowledge on how to do the questions correctly.
Thank you, Mr. Lim.
Thank you for being a fun teacher, and so
I would like to thank Mrs. Neil for being very passionate in her teaching and always making her lesson very engaging.
Thank you, Miss Rain. I feel so much better about waking up early on a Saturday morning to come here.
Thank you for your guidance and your patience, and I really appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you so much. Happy Teacher's Day.
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 Happy Teacher's Day.